Alright, today we're going to talk a little bit about keyword research, ninja style. So, mainly you're going to find keywords because you want to know what your audience is searching for. And mainly we're going to use the Google Keyword Planner to look at the information, not necessarily to use it to brainstorm, but just to look for information. So, keywords are divided into two. Usually, the first one is going to be information keywords, and then the other one's going to be buyer keywords. So, I'm going to also show you strategies to find good keywords, and then we're gonna also talk about keyword research tools. Alright, so we're gonna talk a little bit more about keywords, and information keywords are things like how to tie a shoe, how to gain muscle, train a dog to sit down. So they're basically keywords that people are just generally trying to look for information and they're not really trying to buy anything. So these kind of keywords are usually better if you monetize them with ad networks or any relevant affiliate products if you can find them. And they generally have a lower conversion rate, but that doesn't mean they're bad. You can use that to leverage. So let's say if you were to write an article about how to tie a shoe, whatever traffic you get from that, and if your site is all about shoe reviews or whatever, you can link them to your other posts that have reviews, or you could recommend them what kind of shoes are cool, or you could have banners that recommend different types of shoes. So it's a great way to get good traffic, and ads will give you a little bit of money as well. And then buyer keywords are pretty much just people want to buy. So iPad Air review, buy iPad Air, where to get iPad Air. I want an iPad Air. So these are buyer keywords. They convert a lot better, but some of the keywords can be kind of competitive. So I'm going to show you some strategies that you can find these keywords that are really untapped, and you're going to make a killing. Alright, now we're in the Google Keyword Planner, and I'm going to show you a strategy that I always use. One of the things you don't want to use the keyword planner for is using it to brainstorm, because everybody's using it to brainstorm. So if you type in something like best shoes and then you hit get ideas, you'll see that everybody is using this as like a brainstorming idea. So some of them are okay, but for the most part everybody's looking at this, right? So you want to find keywords. So for example, I'm into video games, so I generally look for video game keywords. So I'm gonna use them as an example for you. Best games, right? So this is too generic, and all the keywords that come out are usually pretty high competition. And one of the things you want to pay attention to when you use the keyword planner is the competition. You don't use this to gauge like, oh, is that competition, is the keyword high competition or low competition. What it actually means is how many people are competing for that keyword in terms of ads. So people are bidding like $1.62 for best gaming computer because that keyword could convert the visitor into buying a computer. So it's high. Low means not too many people are competing for that keyword in terms of like ads, not like the actual keyword, how competitive that is. So don't use this as like a gauge of whether it's good or not. So just completely ignore this column, okay? All right, with that being said, I'm gonna go to Google. So if you want to find keywords that are low competition, like no, like it's easy for you to rank, you want to ask Google. So for example, since I'm in the video game niche, I would hit something like games like, and it will come out with a bunch of stuff, right? So apparently I'm just gonna pick a random one. So I'm gonna pick games like Clash of Clans. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight this, and I'm gonna put it on Microsoft Word. We're gonna go back, and then we're gonna go find a couple more. So popular video games 2013. Okay. So we're gonna see what gamers or gaming sites have to say about the top video games. So I'm gonna go ahead and check out some of the popular video games purchased by video gamers. And as you can see, okay, Grand Theft Auto. Right, let me pick that, and I'm going to put that into my Microsoft Word. Okay, BioShock Infinite. So we'll do that. So the point is, you don't want to go to the keyword planner to look for words. You want to see what people are looking for. And as you can see, people are looking at these games. So you'll want to have your keywords, informational keywords, focus around these so you can find more non-competitive keywords. And generally, people that like these games, what you can do is you can add a keyword like guide. So game, let's see, the first keyword that I had was Clash of Clans guide. Notice how like there's a bunch of other keywords coming out again. You could use that and you can plug it into the Google keyword to find really good keywords. So I'm gonna put that in there and see what shows up for me. Okay, the app doesn't get too many searches, but as you can see right here at the bottom, I see a bunch of good keywords, right? Clash of Clans guide. Clash of Clans itself gets about 18,000. Oh, Clash of the Clans, okay. And then as you can see right here, I have a bunch of new keywords, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that and put that in my little tool here. I'm just gonna pick a few. I'm not going to go to, okay, Clash of Clans download. Okay, so people are looking to download this game. Alright, I think that's good enough. Alright, now we found some good informational keywords. Now we're gonna go find some buyer keywords using this method. So this method is pretty much just heading over to affiliate sites and use those product keywords as your research. So we're gonna head over to ClickBank, and we are going to go look for some products. So ClickBank is already a pretty big affiliate network, so it's one of the best places to find products, and people are always willing to buy products that they need. Normally, good places to look are business investing, health and fitness. Those two are pretty common. So we're gonna head over to health and fitness, and we're gonna look for some really hot converting ebooks or products that we should be focusing on. So I'm gonna improve the gravity to 50 so I can actually find those that actually sell pretty well. So now we're gonna find, alright, so this is Erase Herpes. Okay, so it's a product that allows people to erase herpes. Okay, well, we're not going to look at this, but we are going to, oops, we're going to look at the keyword erase herpes. Let's see if somebody searches for this. So basically you're going after a product name and then you go after review, right? Okay, right here. Do you see this? Is a new product, so it just got searched, right? So people are looking for erase herpes review. Okay, so we're gonna take this, we'll put it into our little Microsoft Word here, and just for the sake of it, we're gonna go to Google and check and see if people are trying to go for this. I'm pretty sure it's pretty competitive. If we miss the okay, there we go. Erase herpes program review. Does it really work? Okay, there's a bunch of people reviewing it. So, but it shouldn't be that competitive because it's a new keyword. But we're going to go into that later on how to gauge if it's a competitive keyword or not. We'll be using Longtail Pro for that, but that's for another video and for another day. So right now, we're going to go back to ClickBank and we're going to find one more. Let's head over to Fat burning, kitchen is blowing up. We're gonna go with something easy, something the Skinalicious cooking. Alright, cellulite gone. This could be a good keyword. Cellulite gone review. Let's see if somebody actually types that in. Cellulite gone review. Let's see if somebody actually types that in. For buyer keywords, you don't have to worry too much about the search volume. As long as there's some a little bit, even if it's like 50, like right here, it's okay because you're going to get some buyers. It's gonna convert much better than say people looking for best cellulite cream or truth about cellulite reviews, because these are not too targeted, and when people type in the specific product, they're already looking to buy. So that's something that you want to pay attention to. All right, we're gonna put it there, and I think we'll have 2, and that should be it. Alright, so now we have some buyer keywords. I'm going to show you another strategy. It's just called the new stuff strategy. So basically what happens is you look for new products or new things coming up, and that means new keywords for you. So they're untapped, so meaning they're not competitive. So what I mean by that is you want to go to some popular site that lists a bunch of new stuff coming up. So in my case, since I'm in the gaming industry, it's easy for me to go to Google Play and look for new games that are coming out, right? So I'm going to head over to Google Play, and I'm going to look for new games or popular games, and then we're going to do a little bit of brainstorming right there. So Angry Birds Transformers, that is actually a new game, but let's see here. I'm going to kick this, and I'm going to use that as a, you know what, I'm just going to type it in. Angry Birds Transformers. I'm going to hit back and hit back, and then we're going to look for a few more interesting ones. Okay, I know this is a really interesting game, so I'm going to pick Terra Battle, and I'm going to put it right there. Terra Battle. Alright, and I think that should be it for this category. Alright, so now having plugged in Terra Battle into the keyword research tool, not keyword research tool, the Google Keyword Planner, you can see that it has 200,000 searches recently. So that means it's a new keyword, meaning there's going to be less competition and you're going to have a lot of traffic. So this can be used in pretty much any industry, any niche, so it doesn't just apply to video games. Alright, so now that we have a bunch of keywords to work with, we're going to be using a tool called Longtail Pro to do keyword research and see whether there are good keywords to go after. But this will be in the next video, since this video is all about keyword research, and we'll be focusing more on that in the next video.